No, I know.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome
good
to the
evening.
Mayor's
Sorry,
Update.
we're having 5 conversations here at the new Atrium.
The new
What
Atrium,
a
and
great place to
we
be
were
downtown.
Just here for the Business After 5. They're downstairs giving out
Prizes
speeches and
yeah.
prizes and all that. But we're here for Mayor's Update, and we have 2 very special guests.
Yes.
Aurora and Daniel
Thank
from
you,
Taco
Grayden.
House.
Taco
and
House,
what's
right?
the company? Maize Boreal. And they
Yeah.
make incredible tortillas, corn tortillas.
Right. I know food.
Yeah.
And they produce it. Yes, they're very good.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
We are
Thanks
enjoying very much the space of the Atrium.
Isn't this fun to see in our downtown?
This is the upstairs, but the downstairs, just next level.
It's well outfitted. It is beautiful in every way. A great working space for whatever you're working for. Sometimes you want a quiet little desk like this where you can actually get some work done and be online and do something else. Other times you want the opinion of other people. And a workspace like the Atrium really lets you make friends, improve your business. My understanding is that Wendy's was doing some training here. So
very good.
Great, perfect.
And I was talking to Elle too. There's a special deal where you can pay $20 and it's like endless coffee. And then you can just get a feel for the space as well. So if you're downtown.
Okay, she doesn't know how much coffee Joe drinks, does she?
Well, maybe she'll raise the price if it's used in particular.
It's only a few steps down from City Hall. I get my endless coffee and never spend any time. No.
You want a quiet space where people can't hassle you?
That's perfect.
You can pop on down to the Atrium.
Yeah, and that's what that's about. So we're trying to explain that what Elle has built here, what the group has done, and how vibrant and what a great piece it is for our downtown. A lot of great businesses in downtown, but oftentimes you've got to escape, right? I mean, right? If you stay there, someone says, "Help me in the kitchen," or right?
Absolutely.
Right.
And many times I feel that situation where if I want to work in my space, I could pull over many other ways, and I never get my work done. However, here it's not only the space that's beautiful. The sense of community of the businesses who work here, it's amazing.
It's like working in a bigger office where you can just, I used to always, even in my big offices at Wendy's or even at City Hall, wander around.
Yep.
Because I don't have all the answers, but somebody does. And so sometimes you just want to go wander and go, hey, did you guys see this yesterday? What should we do on this? Right?
Exactly.
And I don't have to accept the answers, but it's just great conversation, right? And you yourself have moved your workplace so many times, right? Now you're in the middle of the country, and you're only making the decisions. There's nobody there, right?
No, there are neighbors now.
No, Lily comes in and tells you.
They do actually. The kids come in.
Right.
What I found today about the Atrium is like you can also have a space there for meetings for 4 people or more.
We saw the boardroom because Elle gave us all a tour. It was absolutely fantastic.
And also something that's really convenient is that the location is right across from places that have food. So there is no excuse.
No,
didn't bring a
lots of
lunch.
places.
My brother-in-law works here. Popped across the street, saw Marty Lewis is doing pizza. Got some pizza. I was like, this is amazing.
Or a good bubble drink.
The bubble tea.
Right?
Jan Cat, so
not
good.
Far down from
You got the Galaxy Cafe there next to. Like, there's so many. I've gone to them all. I love them all.
Yep.
It's just fantastic.
Plenty of opportunities here. Like if you didn't bring a lunch for your work day.
I don't bring lunches because of that.
No, I don't eat anymore either, and I used to because I wanted to stay on a certain diet and stuff. But with a community like ours, I've got so many places I could go, but most of it's an hour later than I thought I would go, and now I'm finally going to break for lunch. Where can I go today? Right?
Yep.
So I did that today, and I had to go home because somebody was coming to view the apartment. So I had to go home, clean it up. But I said, okay, where can I get something quick? Go. And we have a great community, and certainly the downtown community now that makes that way more than possible.
And what I love as well is when you go, you run into all your friends as well. So like, you're going to a place like, Streamliners Cafe, and then you have conversations. So in a lot of ways, it's like networking and getting business done, like a Business After 5, like we are here today, where it's packed downstairs, where you can actually have 10 different business meetings in the space of a half hour.
Well,
so it's kind of like the same way in the cafes.
And you're absolutely right. I stop into Streamliners with Doug Terry at least a couple times a month, and we start off our day with a good coffee and a whole pile of conversation. By the time we leave, we have met with 10 other people that have come for a coffee and said, "Oh, Joe and Doug, I wanted to mention to you," right?
Yeah.
And it is the type of community size where that happens. We really do know each other's business. Now, there's a reason why that's bad, I suppose, but I find it's just great, right? It's just
as long as you behave, you're okay. That's
it. Yeah. By the way, you build crappy houses. No, it's not. It's not St. Thomas Happenings Live.
We've got a question in. It's from Dylan. He says, my question is how the small businesses for the second year in a row are supposed to keep going with how much road work is going on at Talbot. Can we put signs in places? Can it be posted about the business saying still open by the city? So I think this is in particular reference, like, businesses like Brywood or I think like the Fry place.
Well, I can speak directly to do that. We have gone out and purchased some signs that said Wendy's turn here. Different pieces of the construction means certain entrances into our plaza is not there. And many others have done the same thing. But the city's also been trying to be as loud as we can about when certain entrances. There's 5 entrances into the Smart Centers plaza, so you can plan your route.
I've been involved in producing some of this stuff, and a large part of it we need help from our audience. So people that are watching this, when the city posts that type of stuff that they're putting together,
share it.
We need the people to share it so it can organically go out.
So again, no fault to the businesses. We recognize how hard this is on businesses, and in this case, even one of my businesses is being severely hit by a large piece of construction in front. We recognize about once every 20 years this will really occur. Remember when we tore up the downtown and we made it really hard, but we created as much access as we could. We have to do this, and in the case of that Talbot piece and this Talbot piece was about doing pipes way more than it was about doing decorative sidewalks. So we've got to get to it. We've got to finish that. I asked, could we wait a year, because we just had the Fairview Burwell last year, and that did hurt, like the Royal Bank or the Brywood, right? And no, we couldn't. We had to connect now. That's why we did that last year. So this year we'll finish it. I expect we'll see in the next couple of years, not running as mayor, but that we're really trying to slow down some of the really intrusive construction that's had to happen in our community. We've got our community to a really special, good place and have done a lot of work. We think we'll try to separate some more capital investment over the next 3 or 4 years before we get to the opening of PowerCo or Vianode and have to then finish some other things. But we really have to. Look, it looks like South Edgeware is your next biggest horror story. We've got to completely dig up South Edgeware and put piping all along it to get to the new wastewater treatment plant. And if you've driven on South Edgeware, you'll be happy to know we're going to pave it. So,
yes.
But we're probably going to do only 1 or 2 of those types of projects instead of 4 or 5 in the coming years. That's the idea.
Dylan's saying he's put up signs on the berms, as you have, but he says his signs keep getting taken down by the city, but he's not hearing back because he's called in.
Well, I'll ask, why would the city take down the signs? So they know that we're trying to be as open for business as we possibly can. So,
okay. Hopefully that helps, Dylan. Can totally understand your frustrations on that side.
And it's still the middle of June. We're hoping to finish this earlier in the summer than most people think, so we'll still have a pretty good summer to add to it. So I'm hoping that. But as I said, I walked into the Wendy's today and it was crowded. I mean, people are making the effort. Right?
And I was going to mention that, by all means, let's keep supporting those businesses.
Oh no, by all means, we know who our friends are. Let's get out there and support them too, right?
Let's not make a construction site stopping us from keep going to those to those restaurants or those.
A tornado didn't stop me driving through there. I'll be very clear. That's like.
You're blown away.
I was really blown away by that. I love all those businesses.
Driving an extra light, and we're there, right?
That's right.
It's a small effort to keep supporting.
Totally.
And if I can't go today, then I go, okay, still got to get back to Brywood. I need this and this and this. And so, and we do our best, but we need the community to be as inclusive too.
Yes.
Think of the businesses that need your help next month because you really couldn't go there this month. So great.
In St. Thomas, it's a 10-minute drive anywhere you go.
Right.
So the construction, it will take you maybe 12-minute drive.
Right.
Just make the effort and just,
I had that conversation with somebody else today. Talbot Street is really slowed down. And I said, don't think that wasn't on purpose. we really have it so that while you're sitting there, you can see what new businesses there are in the
Yeah,
core,
this is
right. You're not going so fast anymore that you don't notice. Hey, look at the taco house is back open, or you don't notice that
it's actually an economic development initiative.
Sure,
Yes,
slow you down
yes,
a little.
yes.
And look at if you've got a problem with a 15-minute drive of end to end on Talbot Street.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to come to Toronto with me next week.
Oh,
I don't want to.
no.
I don't want to, Joe.
No.
Have
I don't
fun.
wanna.
Because we're okay. Then all we're going to do is go to London. And
I don't want to do that either.
Okay,
You been on Wellington?
we're
Nightmare.
We're in great
Wonderland?
shape. Oh, Wonderland! The whole works. It's just.
Oh, tell me about Wonderland.
Hey,
No, really.
so it's 15-minute drive will take you from end to end in Talbot Street.
Yeah.
15-minute drive in Wonderland will take you 5 kilometers.
Like,
Not even
like,
5
oh no, a
kilometers.
couple of blocks, and I'm
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
I can see where I need to be. Can I leave my car here and run to my doctor's office?
That's right. That's right. You'll be
Yeah.
faster.
So no, look, we're doing our best, and I'm happy that you're sharing with the others that there is still issues out there. But we put commercial areas where they are actually have a number of different accesses, and we made it work. Even in downtown St. Thomas, when we had to rip up a deep hole in the middle, we made it so sidewalks were open so people could still get there.
Mhm.
Was it the best? No, but it was a second best, knowing that we're growing well and needed to do it.
That's right.
And I also say, Dylan, like reach out to me too through Established Media. I'm happy to do a post about you guys as well.
Yeah.
I've done them in the past. Happy to do another one. Just get the word out.
Well,
No
look,
charge.
we've been sharing, and we'll say this a lot. I mean, talk! I was doing another video. I've got to like it right now.
Yeah.
But it's how our friends in business with us, and Grayden and I do this kind of tag team thing where he posts it for the downtown development.
Yes.
Board. I post it as the mayor.
Yeah.
And we share
Totally.
what's going on so people remember what's going on up there and what happened.
My favorite part is like, they're like, oh, you're getting paid for all this, right? I'm like, no, I do it because I love it. It builds the community.
And it is a shared reward.
I know it's the reward is you
Right.
build your community by doing these
Yes.
posts and sharing out about
Right.
people and stuff.
Right. You want to complain about an empty downtown, then do nothing. You want to complain about an empty downtown and start sharing what businesses are there who are having huge success stories, then that's what we do collectively.
100%. And you know, our community is really showing up right now. Like I can even talk like as the downtown development board chair,
Right.
like posting out. So I've been working on building those posts up, and go and look at content. The latest one was about St. Thomas Tire
Right.
that I posted, and the shares, the community really came together for that one. And it's it's like 76,000 people have
People
come.
know that there's St. Thomas Tires. There's a place where you can get your tires done that isn't a national chain or isn't, right? It's fine. And it's okay to go to Canadian Tire. There's a local owner there too.
Absolutely.
Right? But what we're trying to point out to you is what's available in the core of our city that it means something to our
That's right.
community.
So that's like this. It's like 78,000 views.
Amazing.
So that's like community came together. They shared it out.
Right.
You know, and it's just talking about the stories.
Right.
And all the stuff like what you guys do in our downtown, what you've done for our downtown, Joe.
And you know me, I sit in my chair often and I can go, wow, that's a new story, share.
Yeah.
That's a new story, share. It takes me maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I happen to be on when somebody's doing a live video or something, then I can also participate.
Yeah.
That's great. But this isn't hard, folks. This is sharing your community's great news. And the region's good news. I mean, I'm okay at telling people what's happening in Port Stanley when it's this time of year and stuff too.
Yeah, you get in trouble for it, but
Well, no.
I mean, you're there, St. Thomas.
Right,
Joe.
And
what are you doing?
And we will have to share the beautification of that construction when they're done.
Oh yeah.
no,
Because
it's-
it's going to look
Well, and
10,000
I came
times
up
better.
over the what used to be the Fairview Bridge today, and they've really leveled all the dirt. They're all set, ready to put the trees in that have to do with that beautiful culvert underneath there, which will connect to a whole trail system that is safe now. Not driving on Talbot or riding your bike on Fairview.
I'm excited about that. I live on that end of the city, and to me, the work that they did in that intersection, it looks fabulous. So
Well, I've been trying to also share with my friends at Elgin Center, right? What we always knew as the mall, and the work that they've done to attract more businesses there too. And I never fault other businesses. You have to say that's just more vibrant. That's another reason not to leave to go to London and find construction, but go to London. we have so much of what we need now in our own
Yeah.
community. Let's brag about it wherever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
We've got some events. We better get to those before the episode's
okay.
over.
All right, you got it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna run these fast so we can get back to everything else. But grand opening of the Neely Nature Lab, June 20th, 10
At the
a.m.
library, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
I'm there. We're going to talk about what we've done in that great new space in front of the library.
I love the birdhouses.
Yeah.
So
Is that
cool.
the one on the 19th?
That is the 20th.
The 20th.
Saturday morning.
Yes.
I've been peeking over the fence, and
Me
now
too,
they're
yeah.
finally letting the mayor come cut a ribbon on Saturday. So I'm going. Yeah.
Nice. That's so generous
And
of
then
them.
there's some
They're gonna be-
kids story time and stuff too. So I may
Let us know.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah.
Well, on the 19th,
Yep.
which is this coming up Friday, is Culture Fest at the library.
Yes.
Love that.
No, they don't stop having great events at the
I
library.
know.
This is
Culture
just an
Fest,
opening of a whole
there
new.
you go. So
we
Culture
mentioned it
Fest,
once
June
before.
19th.
We've talked about it.
Jennifer
Yes.
puts it down
Yep.
the bottom if we've
Jennifer is amazing. She works at
Jennifer is
City Hall.
really good.
She pulls these events together, makes sure they're chronologically ordered.
Right.
If I can just tell a little bit of a sneak peek
Right.
because
Yes, please do.
Cultural event. Yeah.
Yeah.
culture event is
We're gonna zoom the
be
camera
fantastic.
in. Zooming in.
Yeah.
Taco House will be there.
Yeah.
However, there's going to be also many other cultures who are going to be featured in. There will be live music. There will be people dancing with their cultural music. There's going to be food.
Because there always has to be the cultural food. That's what they get the mayor on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Food, music.
I don't dance as well as I used to.
And
but,
many other resources. The library is putting this event together with a lot of effort, and I think it's going to be fantastic.
Well,
So,
Sean, and even before, the library's been doing over the last decade a real community center,
yes.
not just a place to go read books. Right? You don't get shushed in the library.
There's nothing
No.
wrong with just
Talk.
reading books, though. Let's be clear.
No, that's perfectly fine. But you don't get shushed in the library as much as you do now.
No.
Hey, did you see this? Did you know we did this now? We've got the outside now completed, the cultural piece going on, always kids story time,
Yes.
reading rewards for students in school now. They read so many books, they get different rewards and stuff. It is just a great place to also visit.
Did I tell you they brought me in to teach them some painting?
Oh,
That's
you'd be
amazing.
good at that.
Yeah, I did a whole workshop with all the librarians and staff.
That's
Oh,
And
awesome.
Aaron. Yeah.
Well, Erin's been just
Nice.
incredible as
Absolutely.
our new director at the
And
library.
the local partnership, local immigration partnership
Yep.
is actually working along
That's
with
right.
the library.
Yes.
Oh, very
So
good.
they are taking this big
Right.
piece of the cultural part
Yeah.
to represent all the cultures that are coming to St.
A
Thomas.
drive-by, wave
Yeah.
high. Yeah.
Hey, we're live.
Welcome to the mayor's update.
Yes.
So the local immigration partnership is taking a big role in representing all the cultures and the diversity
Well,
that is in the.
You saw yesterday at Business Issues Are Social
Yes.
Social issues are business issues.
that how we connect now, all the community groups in a different way. I mean, even the local immigration partnership is connected, the library's connected, where we all play our little role without having to create a whole new bureaucracy of how to do these things collectively.
There was a fellow from Toronto who was at that event.
Yes.
And of course, I was helping run the AV. So I was
Right.
wrapping up for about an hour after. He was an hour on the phone with some of his colleagues in Toronto being
Right.
like, how can we do this in Toronto? Because their district is
Right.
about 50,000 people.
Well, Pete, talking to Pete, who was the MC from yesterday, I said,
Yes.
"Look, Pete, I'll go to Toronto. I'm happy to share what we're doing here.
Yeah.
From a white paper point of view, we're happy to share all of the things we're doing, and you can help us with it, right? I'll even use smaller words if I have to if I'm in Toronto. It'll be,
Yeah.
But somebody will have to take the VIA or something because
No,
I'm
no,
not driving.
no, I know.
Oh, it's the worst.
It
You're
was
stuck
fun.
on the
It was
Gardner,
fun.
Lakeshore.
I know you were there yesterday. It was fun to see this event. It was a chamber event called Social Issues or Business Issues. And we've been spending years talking about how to reduce homelessness because it helps business. We've been talking about how to reduce addictions and mental health problems in our community because it helps business. And business has been talking about how to do it because it helps our community.
Yeah.
There is not a separation between the two. So we all do want to work together and we'll all do our little part. But St. Thomas is kind of a microcosm of all working together, right? Instead of, no, that's the hospital's problem, or that's the housing people's problem.
That's exactly
And we really don't do it that way anymore. We really go, I know who can do this. And so even before we went on air tonight, we sat here talking about another issue downtown and saying, you know what, all we got to do is let's meet next week for a couple of hours and we'll solve what we're trying to do with the influence on business with people who are on the street in St. Thomas and how great it can work. If it's a couple of hours extension of community servicing by our police, then that may be all it takes, right? But we're happy to work hard. Chief Roskamp gave a great speech yesterday about how we get there, and he's just been such a huge part to this. I'm so happy to sit on the police service board that kind of makes that happen, right? But we didn't get to talk about any of our businesses today, and I'm really sorry. But look, Taco House
that's totally
Taco House is absolutely incredible.
There's a lot of stuff that's coming up that is really important for you to tell everyone. We're gonna step out because we're gonna keep enjoying the business.
Go see what you want.
You guys are gonna pop up, but they're doing catering.
Yeah.
So Taco Fest catering.
You need stuff that is good food. Taco Fest.
Always fresh.
Talk to any business that's done any work with these folks. Absolutely incredible job. They've been at the chamber events.
Grayden and I know food, and you're in. So
thank you.
So thank you so much, guys.
That.
Thanks for joining us. There we go.
Well, it's incredible here at the Atrium. We can just swing around, and we've got a whole other view.
I love this.
They're
probably going to be doing live shows from here, Joe.
I think this is a great place to do it. Well, remember the old Atrium? Malachi and
they had a podcast.
And Buzz used to do a podcast in there
right before the pandemic, I think.
Yeah. Right. It was fun.
What happened to Buzz? I haven't seen Buzz around.
Buzz left. Buzz went somewhere from an employment point of view to work elsewhere, but he was back a couple months ago, and he and I had a great conversation on. And Malachi and him did a retro podcast, and it was great to see.
Yeah, so we were talking about events. Cat Lady Chic Art Show and Sale, June 21st at Union Sports Club. So that's right in Union.
This is
our school
next
dances
one's great. It's Father's Day Car Show at Pinafore Park. Now, the Lions Club did this for some 20 years, and it's the 29th year. This is the Optimist Club has taken it over, so they've kept the number of years. Go see a bunch of cars with your dad on Sunday at Pinafore Park. I'm going to go and be my dad. And for many years, they asked me, would you judge this? Would you judge this? And my kids always made me be away on Father's Day, so I couldn't do it. I'm home this week, but now and nobody's coming to visit Dad, so I'm going to Father's Day Car Show.
You hear that, kids? Yeah. And then, of course, Canada Day, July 1st, coming up fast.
Coming up. July 1st.
4 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Pinafore Park.
Barbecue, inflatables, games. Of course, the Kinsmen do the fireworks.
And
petting zoo.
Right. And so it's not an all day. Get about 4. It starts, and there's great food and lots of bouncy castles and stuff going on. There's always a few speeches, and then we do fireworks after it gets dark.
It's always
and it's pretty easy to get out of one password because it's all roundabouts, and it's we talked about this last
nice
week.
and easy.
All you gotta do is look to your left, go to your right, you're out.
Yeah, but it might take you an extra minute. So sometimes I leave
if
early.
There's a red light, it might take you even longer.
It would, absolutely. And there's also that secondary exit
out the
back. Along like one silver.
Over by Masco and by Silver Street, yes.
So you've got those two different exits. You're not just like...
We're not telling that to everybody.
No, not everybody.
Folks on Mayor's Update learned there's an extra exit out the back.
Yeah, I always use that one. Berry Blast, Horton Market, July 11th, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. As we know, love the Horton Market. And, shout out to EDC and SPEC for all their work on the Horton Market. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Pride in the Park, July 25th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., Pinafore Park. More details on their Facebook
page. Right. So that's all the events we hadn't told you about. There is a million going on. Hey, we've got the Elmer Tractor Pull and
Tractor Pull coming up fast.
Next
weekend.
Okay.
June 26th and 27th, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And they've got a steam engine that's going to be doing some pulling.
Wow.
An old, So I think they're going
to see some
release that information today, so I'm okay to share
it. I'm old, so I was around.
Yeah, you remember those things.
Yeah, I don't.
A blast from the past, if you will.
I'm going.
Yeah. It's going to be a real hoot.
Yeah. I can't wait. But look, we're trying to also share with you what's regionally going on. I know we had a bit of a rain at Rosie Rhubarb this year, but I understand there's still a lot of people out, so it was a great thing to do, and this happens. But
Elgin County cultivating success. So Peter Katz was out last night, and it was over at Nature's Oasis in Southold. So I did the chamber event, and I popped over for the AV there. Incredible. Elgin County did a fantastic job organizing all of this stuff, having the people come together. Great food, great location, great networking. Just a wonderful event.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right. So lots going on, and a whole lot of fun. And
Southold announced their wastewater.
I saw that yesterday. Great announcement with the
Minister
minister. The minister was. I did an event with him at Home Hardware on Monday, and then yesterday at the Businesses Social Issues. And
he must have a hard time catching his breath from all these announcements.
Oh no, he just is. Look, we're pretty pleased to have our own personal minister of municipal affairs and housing, because he really doesn't forget Elgin and St. Thomas.
And everyone outside of Elgin and St. Thomas also loves him.
Right.
From what I've heard, that's the people I've talked to, because he actually gets
different
stuff
events
done.
I get to go to in other parts of Ontario. They go, oh, so you know Minister Flack, so can we go through you? No, St. Thomas is getting everything. Thanks. It's important. A lot of great things last night at council. I'm not really going to go over much of it, but the final report on our 10-year homeless and housing plan, and we talked so much about that over the last week or two. The draft subdivision at Harvest Square was approved last night. That gives us a 4-story apartment building or 5-story apartment building and a bunch of stacked townhouses and other things on a piece of empty land out there. Housing is more important in St. Thomas than anywhere right now because of what we're growing. So the city continues to approve. If it meets our official plan, we're going to say yes to it. We almost have to. The railway lands, we talked about the secondary plan, and on here we've had a lot of conversation. It's back. We've established what the terms of references are, with the city running the secondary plan, with the business owners also being involved, but far more of a community zoning piece, much like we did with Drewlo on that other piece of railway property. So lots more news to come with that in the next few years. How about the Committee of Adjustment made a decision on the 53 Hiawatha Street project we're working on? That is a affordable seniors housing with some mixed ages in it, but seniors housing mostly, but affordability for seniors, which we thought is the next step for our community, as the next biggest thing we need to work on. So
I know people that are on that waiting list.
Yeah, and will be, right? Because we may never be able to fulfill the list, but let's work our way towards removing homelessness, then removing affordability issues, and being that kind of community. Parking on Bonnie Place, a bunch of other things. Mostly it was a meeting where we also talked about all the approvals for the municipal election, that the clerk's office is responsible, establish a committee for integrity if someone questions somebody's filings or whatever else. That's in place. We have to put all these things in place in each municipal election. So I wanted to share that I spent some time with Kyle today, one of the people running for council, and I've asked on here, and I'll continue to ask, if you're running, please come visit me. I'm happy to spend the time and share some of the issues of where the city is, and what offer I can offer to you is to what would help. Seems like a stand-up character who's really got some great new ideas for our community. And I love the freshness of them. Are they all accurate? Yeah, sure. Right? Because it will take all 8 members of council and a mayor to make them happen anyway. So my biggest advice is work together with those that are already there. Fantastic. I spent an hour and a half with him in my office today. I think he wanted to leave. No,
well, that's what it takes. It takes the energy to actually learn the whole process. And the reality is, jumping in with both feet without having experience, you're not going to get everything right out of the gate. So it takes that time to learn.
And you're going to have to learn that it doesn't matter even how great of an idea you have. It's a 9-person council that has to decide on it. So if you're only bringing one vote, you're not winning. You're not going to. Right. So work together with what else is there. Look, I'll certainly say it. Anybody else who's running in this community hasn't yet reached out to the mayor who is leaving. I got no dog in this fight. I'll certainly help everybody I can. But I would question how you thought you could get into municipal politics without going to talk to the people that are already there. Right? So please do it.
Just talking to Aiden Frederick. So he's put a name in for
mayor. I said hi downtown and downstairs. And I said, hey, haven't seen you yet. Please come on out. Spend some time in the office. Let's talk about it. Right? So please, I'm happy to. The advice is free because I don't charge them. So,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's great. And then, of course, we saw Doug as well out at the event yesterday with the chamber. And apparently I've won one of the prizes that for the draw I just got a notification for the chamber draw at the Business After 5.
Well, you hid your tickets in there well.
Well, I did a 2-layer system. So I put 2 tickets at the beginning.
I always fold them properly. And stuff. I bought no tickets today. I was rushing in and rushing out. I thought and Stephanie and I have certainly been downsizing and minimalizing. And I won a shop vac at one of the last Business After 5s.
Yeah.
She said, we have 3 shop vacs. I said, okay, leave that one in a box.
Yeah.
And let's sell off the other 2 or put them out by the road, see if anybody wants them. And now we are the proud owners of only one really beautiful shop vac because of the Chamber of Commerce. I hope you won.
A shop vac?
Surprise as that.
I'm very excited. I just got a notification from Phil Bell, who's an amazing photographer.
Oh, love Phil.
Locally.
Phil and Vanessa and I go back a number of years. So,
and we used to win a fair amount together. Right. We would always I won, he won. And it's been about a year's drought where we've donated all this money and we haven't won anything. And now I won and he didn't. So he's a bit put out.
Oh no.
Yeah. He's like, what?
Well, I hope he still wants to be a part of our community because he's an excellent photographer.
I certainly hope so.
Right.
And we just got a photo tonight actually with 4 of our local photographers, which I can share.
You put a whole pile of photographers in the same place.
And of course, I'm sure you recognize Chris Patrickin. He's from Simply Pure Water. Yeah. He, along with Fran Dunsey, donates a lot of pictures to established media. When I'm not at an event, they'll take pictures. They'll share them with me, so people can still learn about the events. And I can get it posted. And Candace Van Diepen is also in this picture. Who's amazing individual.
I think last week we were at the trade show.
Yes.
And through the tradespeople and the home builders, you gave me a beautiful Grayden Laing of the elevated park. And I had immediately thought, I want to take it to the city hall. I have 2 other Grayden Laings in the middle behind my desk. No, it ended up in my car and all the way up to Oliphant. Yeah, well, Stephanie found it.
Did she like it?
Oh no, it's hanging on the wall in Oliphant. Yes, she said I just love the colors. They're beach colors.
Yes,
right. She loved it. So
I was thinking of you both when I made it.
Yeah, so it's hanging up there, and I thought, okay, now what am I going to do with the other 2? We're still designing what the office up there will look like. So all of the stuff from the mayor's office will end up somewhere in the new office.
That's so cool. And
I wanted to let you know because I think normally it's. You brought something else? No.
So that's what happened with the 2 that are in your office at City Hall?
Well, no, but my granddaughter came for my birthday on Sunday and brought me a mug. And I think we've talked on here about we're not allowed any more mugs, right? And she said, you got a new mug? I said, yeah, but it was Esme. Oh, okay, then we'll find a spot for that. When it's the granddaughter, you're allowed, right?
Yeah. All right, we got some more pieces. Yeah, Victoria is saying great resources for business in Elgin. Some of us a bit of a drive are at the Horton Market on Saturday.
Great,
absolutely. Margaret Knight is saying share, absolutely. It's how the word
everybody share what we put out as to businesses in our community.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And she's also saying she'd want to work with you, Joe, but not running an election.
Yeah. No, it's a bit of work, and working on letting people know what that looks like.
Totally. Yes. Yeah. Well, we've done our piece here. We're going to go back to the Business After 5. Thank you, everybody who's joined us, everyone who's going to watch it in the past. Oh, and we should also mention that this episode is airing on Wednesday, June 17th,
Yeah, we're really sorry that it's a Wednesday, but we got so deep into the week, we couldn't get it done. No, my fault, too. We all had things. I'm retiring, and my week gets fuller and fuller, right? Where were you last night?
Everyone's trying to get... Right?
Yeah. The farewell tour.
Yeah, the farewell tour for Joe. And the last little bit, there's this thing I've been meaning to talk to you probably for a year or 2. Yeah. And now you're leaving. Like, I got to talk to Joe about this.
Well, I had to hand out 5 or 6 business cards yesterday. People, I just need a little of your time. So we'll give it a try. Jennifer will try and help make this work. But
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, we'll see you next week. Take care.